Hi all, welcome to anatomy classes. This is Dr. Rajita and today we are going to talk a very important topic, that is about blood supply of brain. So if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and don't forget to click on the bell icon for further notifications. So without much delay, we shall begin with the blood supply of brain. So first we shall begin with the posterior cerebral arteries. Posterior cerebral arteries are the terminal branches of basilar artery which arise along with the superior cerebellar artery. So posterior cerebral artery, so here we can see the base of the brain showing the part of the cerebral hemisphere. The inferior surface of the cerebral hemisphere is seen here where the basilar artery is present in the basilar groove. So terminally it is dividing into two branches which are called as right and left posterior cerebral arteries. So this posterior cerebral arteries, it winds round the midbrain. So we can see the cut section of the midbrain. So the inferior side of the midbrain, here it is winded round by the posterior cerebral artery where it reaches the inferior surface of the brain and partly on the medial surface of brain. So the posterior cerebral artery gives off temporal branches, parieto-occipital branches and calcarine artery or calcarine branch, which is the terminal continuation of posterior cerebral artery. Anterior temporal branches which run towards the anterior side are called anterior temporal branches. The posterior temporal branches runs towards the posterior side, that is towards the occipital pole of the brain, are called posterior temporal branches. And parieto-occipital artery which arises here along with the calcarine and it runs in the parieto-occipital sulcus and reaches partly to the superolateral surface of brain. So this is the parieto-occipital artery. And finally the terminal continuation is the calcarine artery which runs in the calcarine sulcus. And posterior cerebral artery supplies the major part of the inferior surface of the brain except the anterior part. The anterior most part is supplied by the anterior cerebral arteries, and just behind the stem of the lateral sulcus, the part of the tentorial surface is supplied by the middle cerebral arteries. So we can see here, this is the circle of Willis present in the around the interpeduncular fossa, and internal carotid artery is present on the either side of the optic nerve just before formation of optic chiasma, just lateral to the optic chiasma. And internal carotid artery terminally it divides to form, this is the anterior cerebral artery, and the one which is dotted line which is hiding below in the stem of the lateral sulcus, within the stem of the lateral sulcus is the middle cerebral artery. So the anterior cerebral artery runs in the medial longitudinal fissure of the brain going towards the medial side of the brain, and partly it gives off some branches to supply the orbital surface of brain. And middle cerebral artery, when it runs in the stem of the lateral sulcus to reach the superolateral surface of brain, it gives off to few branches supplying the inferior surface also, that is part of tentorial surface of brain. So that is about the anterior and middle cerebral arteries supplying a part of inferior surface of brain. Major part of the inferior surface is supplied by the posterior cerebral arteries. See the fate of anterior cerebral artery. Anterior cerebral artery is a smaller terminal branch of internal carotid artery, and it runs to the medial side of the brain to supply the major part of the medial side of the brain. And we had seen already the anterior cerebral artery, the right and left anterior cerebral arteries, they communicate with each other by anterior communicating artery, completing the circulus arteriosus. So let's see the fate of anterior cerebral artery. The anterior cerebral artery, when it reaches the medial surface of brain, it runs along the corpus callosum and it gives rise to few branches called as orbital branches and frontopolar branches. Finally, it terminates by forming two big arteries. The two larger branches of the anterior cerebral arteries are, one is the pericallosal artery which runs in the callosal sulcus just above the corpus callosum, separating it from the cingulate gyrus and corpus callosum. The sulcus is called as callosal sulcus, and in the callosal sulcus the pericallosal artery is present. And finally the pericallosal artery runs along the corpus callosum and reaches the posterior end, that is the splenium, and finally it terminates by anastomosing with the branches of posterior cerebral artery. And let's see the other branch. The other branch is called callosomarginal artery. The callosomarginal artery runs in the cingulate sulcus, which is above the cingulate gyrus. So the cingulate gyrus, here it is present above the corpus callosum. The sulcus is called as cingulate sulcus. So callosomarginal artery runs in the cingulate sulcus. And let's see the other branches supplying the medial surface of brain. So the major part, two-thirds of the medial surface of the brain is supplied by the anterior cerebral artery. It is partly supplied by the branches from the posterior cerebral. So here is the posterior cerebral artery. The posterior cerebral artery gives rise to temporal branches, which are called as anterior temporal branches, posterior temporal branches, and calcarine artery and parieto-occipital arteries. So these are the branches of posterior cerebral arteries, which also supply partly the medial surface and inferior surface of brain. And we can see few branches from the middle cerebral arteries. So here is the stem of the lateral sulcus. So the middle cerebral artery is the content of the stem of the lateral sulcus. So just around the stem of the lateral sulcus, the direct branches of the middle cerebral artery supplies the part of inferior surface and medial surface of brain. So let's see the branches of anterior cerebral artery. Here is the anterior cerebral artery, which is a terminal smaller branch of internal carotid artery. The anterior cerebral artery, it runs in the medial side of the brain. Here is the medial side of the brain, and anterior cerebral artery gives off two branches. One is called as pericallosal artery. So this is the pericallosal artery which runs above to the corpus callosum. So when it reaches the genu of the corpus callosum, the anterior cerebral artery divides into two branches. One is the pericallosal artery which runs above the corpus callosum in callosal sulcus. The other important branch from the anterior cerebral artery is the callosomarginal artery. So this callosomarginal artery runs along the cingulate sulcus just above the cingulate gyrus. So this is the callosomarginal artery, and here is the pericallosal artery. These arteries ends, the pericallosal artery ends near the splenium by terminating and anastomosing with the branches of posterior cerebral artery. Let's see the branches of posterior cerebral artery. This is the posterior cerebral artery. Here is the posterior cerebral artery which is supplying the medial side of the brain too. And the branches are the artery which runs in the parieto-occipital sulcus. This is the parieto-occipital sulcus. So the artery which is entering the parieto-occipital sulcus is parieto-occipital artery. And the artery which runs along the calcarine sulcus, this one is the calcarine artery. Parieto-occipital artery and calcarine arteries. Apart from these two, the posterior cerebral artery also gives some temporal branches to supply the inferior surface and medial surface of the brain. So the anterior temporal branches runs towards the anterior side of the brain, and posterior temporal branches runs towards the occipital lobe of the brain. Let's see about the middle cerebral artery. The middle cerebral artery, as it reaches the superolateral surface of brain via the stem of the lateral sulcus, it runs along the posterior ramus of the lateral sulcus. So it runs along the posterior ramus of the lateral sulcus, dividing into frontal branches, parietal branches and temporal branches. 2/3 of the superolateral surface of the brain is supplied by the middle cerebral artery. So let's see the branches. So the branches which are arising above to the middle cerebral artery, these branches are called as frontal branches, orbitofrontal and frontal branches, which are named as pre-Rolandic and Rolandic branches. Rolandic branch runs in the central sulcus, which is called as sulcus of Rolando. So it runs in the central sulcus, so it is called Rolandic branch. And the precentral sulcus, the branch which runs, which is called as pre-Rolandic branch. The other branches are the parietal branches, which are again divided into anterior parietal and posterior parietal branches. Inferiorly, the branches are temporal branches. The temporal branches are again split into two, anterior and posterior temporal branches. These are the anterior temporal branches and these are the posterior temporal branches. Finally, the middle cerebral artery terminally continues to form the angular artery. So all these arteries are the end arteries which supply the cortex of the brain. And the rest of the superolateral surface, that is near the superomedial border and near the inferolateral border, it is supplied by superomedial border, it is supplied by the anterior cerebral arteries, and near the inferolateral border, the superolateral surface of brain is supplied by the posterior cerebral arteries. So 2/3 of the superolateral surface is supplied by the middle cerebral. So this is the middle cerebral arteries. So totally the cerebrum, it is supplied by the anterior cerebral, middle cerebral and posterior cerebral arteries. The chief artery of the superolateral surface is the middle cerebral artery. The chief artery of the medial surface of the brain is the anterior cerebral arteries. And the chief artery which supplies the inferior surface of the brain, that is the 2/3 of the inferior surface of the brain, is supplied by the posterior cerebral arteries. So what we are seeing, all these are the cortical branches. The other branches are the central branches and choroidal branches. Central branches we already have seen in the circle of Willis, which are called anteromedial, anterolateral group, posteromedial and posterolateral group, which are meant to supply the basal ganglia and deeper structures in the base of the brain. The choroidal branches are two choroidal arteries, anterior choroidal and posterior choroidal. Anterior choroidal is the direct branch of internal carotid artery, which enters the lateral ventricle to the inferior horn of the lateral ventricle, and posterior choroidal artery, which is a branch of posterior cerebral arteries. So posterior choroidal artery forms the choroid plexus of fourth ventricle. So the three sets of arteries, which are the end arteries supplying the brain, are cortical branches, which supply the superficial surface of the brain, that is the cortex of the brain, central branches which supply the deeper part of the brain, and choroidal branches which form the choroid plexus of the ventricles. This is the anterior end and here is the posterior end of the cerebral hemisphere. Major part of the superolateral surface of brain is supplied by the middle cerebral artery. So to see the middle cerebral artery, we have to see in the stem of the lateral sulcus. So inferiorly, the groove which separates the orbital surface from tentorial surface is the lateral sulcus. So within the stem of the lateral sulcus, we can see the middle cerebral artery. So this is the middle cerebral artery which is present within the stem of the lateral sulcus. Here is the internal carotid artery dividing into middle cerebral. The other branch is the anterior cerebral artery. So the middle cerebral artery carries the 30% of carotid blood supply. Thank you. I hope this session is very useful for you all. Anticipating your valuable comments. Bye.